My name is Scott Moss. I am a member here at Shepherd of the Valley. I have been for about 18 years. I'm 22 years old and currently a student at Iowa State University, and I'm studying finance. Before joining or going to school, I joined the military and served. I went overseas to Kuwait for a year. Before that, I graduated from Eastview High School here in Apple Valley, and I've been, again, a member very involved with the church. I taught Sunday school for 7 years. I taught confirmation for 3 years, went on numerous mission trips, not directly related with Shepherd of the Valley, but I was a camp counselor at Camp Wapo for a while. So very involved in Shepherd of the Valley and definitely grew up here throughout my life. When I was 11 years old, my father, unfortunately, he took his own life. And I have an older sister who was 15 at the time and a younger brother who was 9 at the time, and of course my mother. And this really devastated our family for a while, as it should. And my sister was doing better than most of us a little ways after he took his own life, and I wanted to follow after her, and I wanted to do better as well. And so I decided that I was gonna look and see what she was doing differently than everyone else to follow after her. And what I saw was that she was extremely involved here at Shepherd of the Valley. And so I wanted to as well get involved. And so I started to go to confirmation and started to learn. And I started to go on mission trips and started to teach Sunday school. And so I was getting connected, and I started going to, services, and I started to worship. And along the entire way, I was being cared for by the entire congregation here at Shepherd of the Valley, by the youth, and the pastors, and the friends I was making along the way. Everyone was helping me out and caring for me in this situation. And so all 4 of the ministries were really taking care of me at a very tough time in my life. When presented with the question on how did the church's 4 core ministries change you, it's tough for me to answer because I don't feel as though it changed me, but it made me who I am. Looking back, it was extremely difficult to lose my father at such a young age, but growing up in the church, worshiping, connecting, learning, and being cared for, it really made me into the man I am today through God. And so I owe a large thank you to the church and the ministries for helping me, at a very tough time in my life, for helping me grow in my faith and to help me become who I am today. When I was leaving for the military a couple years ago, I was really nervous to be going out to do something that's extremely difficult and to be doing it all alone. And so I came back from Kuwait 2 years later with a faith much stronger than I left with. And I remember meeting with Pastor Randy for coffee one day when I was back, and I told him, I think it's funny how I thought I had a strong faith before I left because it was nothing compared to where it is today. And he told me, Scott, you're kind of wrong on that point. You did have a strong faith then, but your faith has changed and it has adapted and it has grown to where you are today. And he's so right. Faith grows and faith is always changing and adapting as long as you plug in and let yourself to commit to it. When presented the question on how would you suggest people to get more involved and to help the 4 core ministries here at Shepherd of the Valley, I really would say commit. Don't commit to going to church every Sunday. Commit to going to worship and growing in your faith. Don't commit to teaching confirmation, but commit to helping others learn and grow in their faith. Don't commit to going on a mission trip. Commit to serving and connecting with others in your faith. And don't commit to feeling sorry for that 11-year-old boy who just lost his father. Commit to caring for that 11-year-old, because someday in the future he might be sitting in this exact chair sharing a testimony that is greater, so much greater than anything on this earth. So commit, and I promise you, you will grow in your faith, and it all will be great through God.